Hey guys, it's Hexer18. How's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about wireless security. I had someone ask me, "Hey Hexer18, what is the security that I should be using, or what is the strongest security?" Well, I'm going to go over all that. So, what happens if you don't have any security for wireless? Well, it's wide open for unauthorized users, especially black hat hackers that are seeking to grab information. Now, previously, I had a WEP encryption, and WEP encryption is the first kind of security for wireless for the 802.11 spectrum. Now, it started out at 40-bit encryption, and then now is ending at 128-bit encryption. Now, when it started at 128-bit encryption, it was its own encryption key. Now they have TKIP that took that over and replaced it and with the WEP encryption key as of today. So TKIP is taking over WEP and WPA right now. WPA is slightly more enhanced over the older WEP protocol. It uses TKIP encryption, like I said before, and TKIP encryption is 128-bit encryption as well. WPA2 is built off the suppressor of WPA, and it replaced the TKIP with CCMP, which is added security. WPA-Personal, which is what I upgraded today with, is also known as WPA-PSK. When you scan over your wireless network, you might see WPA PSK. It's designed for homes and smaller businesses or offices, and each network device is being authenticated with the same 256-bit encryption key. So WPA-Personal, it uses 256-bit encryption if you use the AES. Now, if you're using the TKIP, you're still using 128-bit encryption. So if you can use AES, do it. That's what I'm using right now is AES. WPA-Enterprise uses a radius authentication server. It's a lot more complicated to set up, but it offers more detailed security, additional security, such as protection against dictionary attacks, and it's designed for businesses and companies. You can also use it for home as well. Now, the terms that you've learned there was TKIP, which is, if you didn't know what that was earlier, it's an 128-bit encryption key that's regenerated. It regenerates a new key every time there's a packet sent, mostly used for WPA. CCMP is an AES-based encryption key that's stronger than TKIP. I believe 256-bit encryption is what AES uses. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's usually referred to as AES under the router settings instead of CCMP. Like in mine, I have here my DD-WRT. I honestly heard there's some vulnerabilities with DD-WRT, so I'm probably going to be either going back to my official firmware for the Linksys router, or I'm going to put Tomato or something different to try it out that's open source. So if I go under wireless security here, you can see all the wireless security modes that mine can use. Before, I was using WEP 128-bit encryption, and I've cracked it myself many a times just to test out my injection on my wireless card and just to see how fast I could do it. Under 10 minutes, that's pretty scary. So WPA-Personal is also vulnerable as well as WPA2. All of them are vulnerable, but it's just the thing you gotta think here is you gotta add more security than just a security mode. And I'll go into that in more depth here in a second. So I use AES, WPA, WPA-Personnel is what my network uses now. Now that I have all my devices here can support at my home WPA. Now moving on with WPA2. WPA2 uses a pre-shared key, PSK. It's designed for homes as well, in small offices, and they don't require an authentication server. Each wireless network device encrypts the network traffic with 256-bit encryption. The key may be a 64 hexadecimal digit or even a passphrase up to 63 characters. You never want to use easy to guess passwords, such as your name or your pets, stuff like that. Using a complicated password will protect you against intrusions like the rainbow tables, which is free to download for people. So you gotta protect yourself from the most common passwords. Don't use something that's easy like Superman or ice cream or something that is super easy to think of that the person might like that you can guess at. Always think of those security questions, and you don't want to put any passwords that can answer those security questions that you sign up to with sites and emails. Most newer wireless devices will support these security protocols out of the box that we mentioned. WPA, WPA2, all those newer devices will support that. This is designed so that the average user can easily press a button and get everything set up what they need to out of the box without any computer knowledge now. So if you go to the store and look at those Linksys boxes, or I even see them on the Netgears as well, you just press the button on it and automatically sets it up, gives you a password, and you're good to go. Now, for those who are concerned about wireless security and want to see if you can get anything out of the video for security wise, I recommend that you use the highest security protocol that you can support at your home or your business or at your work. Meaning, if you only have devices that you can support up to WEP, use only WEP. But also make sure it's 128-bit encryption, the highest WEP security that you can use. Also turn off broadcasting SSID. That helps so that your network is invisible from those who are snooping for networks to connect to. Also, MAC filtering is optional. I personally don't use MAC filtering, but MAC filtering, what you do is you add the MAC addresses for each device on the network, and you manually have to enter this every time someone wants to join your network. And then only those who have the MAC address is able to log in or use the network as needed. No, my dad actually uses MAC filtering. I don't. But if you really want a lockdown network that you want it really secured and everything, that would be a great way to go. Even though I'm sorry to say this, it's also vulnerable, and you can also use spoofing MAC addresses, stuff like that. Well, guys, let me know what you guys think. I think I pretty much summed up everything for you for wireless security wise. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I appreciate it. Thanks.